Hello, this is Kate from dailytarotgirl.com, and this is your weekly tarot card reading. And for this reading, I'm going to be using the Hezicos Tarot by Griffin. Okay, so I'm going to start by drawing 3 cards, and I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. And I want to get a little bit of insight into the days ahead, just to get a little bit of a snapshot of some of the upcoming energies. And I'm going to be posting a New Year's reading, so a 2016 forecast reading, fairly soon, so in the next few days or so. So keep your eyes open for that. Okay, so we'll start with the first card, which represents Monday and Tuesday of the upcoming week. Okay, so we've got Page of Swords, and Page of Swords is interesting. I feel like this is about feeling driven and focused, but maybe not necessarily having the wisdom or the know-how to carry that out. So, you know, feeling like you're focused and passionate about something, but then not necessarily having a really good plan. So this can be an indication that if you are making plans of some sort, to really think your plans through and get expert advice. So, and not necessarily expert advice, but ask someone who might be a bit older than you or more experienced than you what it is that you're making plans around. Because I have a feeling that any plans that you're making at the beginning of this week, or any big decisions that you're wanting to make at the beginning of this week, really need to be thought through carefully, and what you want to do or what you think is the best thing to do may not be the best thing to do. So get other opinions, seek outside advice and help and support with that. Okay, so moving on to the middle of the week, Wednesday and Thursday, we've got 8, Strength. I love this card in this deck actually with the 2 tigers, and Strength is a major arcana card and it's in the middle, so I see this as being kind of a theme for the whole week. And Strength is about going slowly and being gentle with things. So there's many different ways you could interpret that, but this is about being gentle with yourself, being gentle with other people, and even if you have this strong urge to maybe rush forward with things, make big plans, and I'm saying this because I'm looking at the Page of Swords, even if you have this idea that you're supposed to be more assertive or more direct, Strength is telling you that actually this week it really pays to have a softer touch, to be more, I want to say delicate, like more gentle, more compassionate, calm, and taking things a bit slower. So if you're the kind of person who's normally, you know, very focused, very maybe aggressive, or you're a real go-getter, you might want to just kind of soften your approach this week. And this especially applies to things that you're feeling very charged about. So if there's anything that you're super excited about or really upset about, anything that you feel strongly about, however you decide to proceed with that and act, you want to check in with yourself and see if you can be like the woman in the Strength card, because she embodies power and strength, but she's not domineering. So she's hanging out with these 2 powerful animals, these 2 tigers, and she is relaxed and calm, and they respect her not because she's you know, flexing her muscles and telling them what to do, but they respect her because she's acting calm and she's very grounded, and she has self-respect for herself. So that's another really powerful thing that I get from this card, is if you want people to respect you, you need to respect yourself first. And if you want people to treat you, you know, a certain way, ask yourself if you're able to treat yourself that way. And that's just kind of a little thing you might want to journal about or meditate on or kind of contemplate. I think I might come back to this card because it's a really powerful card, but I want to move on to the last card, which is the card for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Oh, of course, another court card. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Rods, and he's looking in the opposite direction as the Page of Swords. Now, the Knight of Rods is, I like this because we've kind of come full circle. We've started with a court card with a particular, personality, and then we come to the end of the week, and the vibe with this court card is very different. So it's more mature. The Knight of Rods is more mature than the Page. Knights are more mature than Pages, more experienced. He has a helmet on, whereas the Page of Swords does not. The Page of Swords has a bare head, and the Knight of Rods has a helmet on. I feel like some wisdom is gained this week. Some wisdom that makes you realize that sometimes you need to protect yourself. Sometimes you need to have a boundary. So I feel that's another thing that might be happening this week is, setting up boundaries. And setting up boundaries is not about setting up walls. This isn't about walling yourself off or being withdrawn or cutting yourself off from people. Boundaries are different than that. Boundaries are in place so that you can comfortably interact with people and connect with people without being drained or without being, pulled down by certain things. And another thing I'm getting with this card is this is from the Suit of Rods, whereas the first card, Page of Swords. So a lot of that mental energy at the beginning of the week changes, and the end of the week, the energy is more passionate, less mental. It's more heart energy. It's more creativity driven than mentally driven, if that makes sense. So you're better off, towards the end of the week, you're better off to act out of, a desire to be creative, or to let your ideas and your passions and your creativity kind of fuel your actions. I'm just looking at these cards to see if there's anything else I want to say. Essentially, the Knight of Rods is, this is one of the most, I'm thinking of the Knight of Swords. I was going to say this is one of the most active cards in the court cards, but no, this is an active card. And I feel like the Knight of Rods is about adventure. And it's about embarking on a new adventure with confidence. So I think you're going to have an opportunity at the end of this week to do something adventurous or something, different than you normally do. And I think the more you can meet that challenge with excitement and passion rather than fear or apprehension, the better off you're going to be. And I want to take a step back and look at these three cards together because I feel like there's something more that I want to say about these cards. And I want to extend that invitation to you as well. So if you notice anything about these cards, or if there's something that stands out to you, please feel free to leave your comment or your observation in the comment section below. And I'd love to get your take on, well, first of all, the color orange. Like I see the color orange is showing up with the tigers and then in this guy's beard. What does orange mean to you? Do you feel like there's any significance with the colors there? And is there any significance for you when you look at these cards with the two court cards on either end looking in opposite directions? And is there anything else that you're noticing? Like, is there any symbols that appear in all three cards that you can see? Are there any repeating themes? And let me know in the comment section below if there's anything that jumps out to you. Because I'm just looking at these cards and I think I've pretty much covered it all, but I do think that there's something to be said for the fact that there's two tigers. I don't know what that means, but it means something. I think I'm gonna have to think on that for a while. So it looks like a really exciting week ahead, and I just want to say best of luck and have a wonderful week, and thank you so much for watching this reading and taking the time out of your day to do that. And you can visit my website, dailytarotgirl.com, for tips and exercises on how to learn tarot.